Sometimes things happen that cannot be explained. Here I was confronted with the unusual. The terrible story began on the eve of a thunderstorm, when the sky was enveloped in dark clouds and there was already a distant rumble of thunder. I don't like thunder. It makes me vaguely uneasy, especially when lightning flashes and the peals of thunder overhead make me shiver nervously. I closed the curtains. I turned on the television louder, so as not to hear how the elements gradually gathered momentum. Outside the window the wind was howling like a chimney. Then a downpour began pounding against the canopy. But now another incomprehensible, disturbing sound was added to the sound of the thunderstorm. It was as if someone was tapping on the glass outside. In fact, delirium, of course, since I live on the 19th floor. And we have no balconies on this side of the house. The sound is repeated, stronger. I could not find an explanation for it, and I was afraid to pull back the curtain. A bright flash of lightning illuminated the room. In that brief moment of electric glow, I suddenly saw a huge, shapeless shadow. Something incomprehensible was sitting on the other side of the window. I'd even say it looked like a person, only the limbs were disproportionately large, and the head was just enormous. The lightning went out, relieving me of my obsession. But the eerie crack of thunder made me shriek. I sat in the chair with my legs tucked in and continued to sit there, frozen in terror. I was afraid to even breathe loudly, though there was a shaky hope that I was imagining things. A new flash of lightning convinced me that the strange creature had not gone anywhere. It was also slightly different. It looked like a huge, shaggy dog to me now. I could see the creature crawling around on the glass like a fly, as if it were trying to find the slightest crack to get into the apartment. I even crossed my eyes, I was so scared. I'm not much of a believer, though. When the lightning went out, there was a deafening peal of thunder. I shrieked. It felt like the glass behind my curtain was cracking. That meant that that thing could have gotten into my room. A new flash, however, convinced me that it was still outside. I guess it was just the glass rattling from the rumble. But most surprisingly, in the next flash of lightning, I didn't see it again. It disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared. Maybe it realized it couldn't get through to me. I don't know how long the storm lasted. But all that time I sat staring into the curtain. When the downpour died down, and the lightning stopped flashing, I decided to see what was behind the curtain. I jerked the fabric aside, but found nothing suspicious. But here's the strange thing. The next day I learned that our neighbor, who had been sick for a long time, had ended up on the ground during the storm. Now I wonder if it came for him. But sometimes I wonder what would happen to me if it found its way into my room. Subscribe to the channel, there will be many more interesting things.